Good afternoon. I hope everybody's weather is as beautiful as it is today in Texas. It's nice and cool, but it's not so cold that you're freezing and you get to wear a cute little Christmas is Coming shirt. My name's Jessica Unkin. I'm with Legacy Nicely Trained Dog. And just a quick backstory. My experience, I started off at 8 in obedience, and when I turned into a teenager, my dad started letting me learn to handle and train police dogs and detector dogs. So my background comes from there. Yes, I did do pets on the side for extra cash, especially in college, but that's where my background comes from. And one of the things I've noticed, and I've just gotten back into training. I retired for a while to have kids, and my father died in about 5 years. I just couldn't even look at a dog. So I'm back in it, and I keep seeing there's so many tools that we as trainers have access to, and I'm not against any one of them. Every trainer has their favorites, but one thing I never see is the art of the choke chain. The choke chain I can do, and that's only if the dog needs it. If it's on a flat collar, I'll go flat collar all day long. Once you move to the slip collar, depending on how well you're able to manage the slip collar, the next step up should be the choke chain. But we see people going from flat collar to pinch collar to electric collar, and we totally miss a step. And yes, as a police dog trainer, we used pinch collars and we used electric collars. There were times that we had to use them, but 99% of the time it was a flat collar for when they're searching, or it was a choke chain. And I don't see that anymore. So I want to bring back the art of the choke chain, so that way we're not using these really heavy-handed devices when we could use something it works so simply and so quick on the dog, and it doesn't have the pinching and all the other stuff, which, I've rarely seen a dog, except for in attack issues, which we were working on, that I couldn't fix with a properly fitting choke chain. And that starts us on our first part, is the fit. Back in the day, choke chains used to come in 2-inch increments. Now, they're small, medium, large, extra large. In order for a choke chain to work right, it has to fit right. So, if you're going to measure a choke chain, you have what's called a dead ring, which is the ring that lays on the top of the neck, and you have the live ring, which is what pulls the chain. When that chain is pulled its tightest, and it's supposed to be right here, it shouldn't be more than about 4 inches. If you're way like this, or you're like this, you're not getting a correction either way. This has too many links. It's not going to go back in case you have to do a double jerk. And this, you've already got tension in it. There's no way you're getting a correction out of that. So, 4 inches. The other thing is a lot of people put them on backwards. So, yes, you can put them on backwards. With a choke chains typically go with people who are learning obedience. And where are the dogs? On our left-hand side. So, when you pull that live ring, it needs to be rubbing against the other links of the chain. If you have it on like this, and when you pull that live ring, it's rubbing against the dead ring, that's backwards. So, we have it like this. We have our dog to the left. We put it directly over him. And it should sit. It should fit right here, and it should be going against the links of the chain. The next thing is using a choke chain properly. Most people picture choke chains, these big jerks and jerking the dog all over the place. No, a choke chain is a quick pop. That's it. Hey, get their attention. Hey, sorry, Brandon, you're not doing anything. Okay, if you want to practice having that, what you do is you take a choke chain with a dumbbell. There's a little 3-pound one. Okay, put the choke chain around it. Oh, Like, and you practice, off. Like, you practice just doing that, a jerk, like this. And you just want to jerk, just enough to get the dumbbell off the ground. Not this. That's not what we want. It's all in the wrist. Like when you're catching fish, right? It's all in the wrist. Then, when you have a proper fitting, properly put on a hook chain that's in the proper thing, you can get your dog to do anything. Anything that a pinch collar can do. If your dog is pulling, say the dog's pulling, all you gotta do is keep it right next to you, turn around, dog's right next to you. And yes, see? It's all, I didn't even pull that hard, just right there. Same thing if you want them to leave it. Let's say they're smelling something and you want them to leave it alone. Leave it. Give a pop quick of the quick pop of the choke chain. So if you have any more questions about the art of the choke chain, you know, you're not feeling comfortable with the prong collar, you're not feeling comfortable with the e-collar, but the slip collar and the martingale and all those other ones aren't working, give me a call or DM me and I can show you how to properly use one, and I guarantee you you're going to be able to do just as much, if not more, with just a choke chain.